Bing Dog.
Bing Dog.
Bing Tang.
Bing Dog. All right. I don't know what we're talking about, but Border Barrel's back for another Beercast this week.
Now we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Watercast.
Bordercast.
Watercast.
Border Watercast. So this week it is Hutto's turn to bring the beer, and apparently to bring
Big secret.
Yeah, it's a big secret, and we've I've enjoyed waiting for it, and also So the rules are now that you bring the beers, you do the research, and you bring your own soundbite.
Well, I only brought... This is the benefit of me bringing the beers, is I'm also the only one that knows how to do the sound bites.
Yes,
That's
true.
You can do them live, Simon.
Yes, I can do them live.
But also, we don't know. Us two have no idea what beers or brewery he's supplied us with, so you will all find out when we do, which is quite exciting.
Which is it happening now? Is the soundbite related to it?
The only problem is it goes for about 40 seconds, and it is a copyrighted song, so we might get a copyright strike for it, but I thought it was completely worth it.
Okay, all right.
So
is it Chumbawamba?
Hopefully it plays. So the first two beers, Range, top of its class. Then we went with Sunday Road, the up-and-comer. So for the third beer, I was like, why don't we hit one that everyone's heard of? And I've actually found the intro from a past recording, and you're going to intro it. Ready?
Okay.
I didn't know how long this was going to be.
Yeah, it goes for a while. Kaiju. 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 Kaiju.
There's 4 kaijus.
Okay, bro. Oh, goodness.
So yeah.
Yeah. Give him the fade out. Smooth as.
So yeah, Kaiju.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll give you the backstory. I ordered them online.
Yep.
And as you know, on Friday, I was like, they didn't come. What a joke. I bought them Sunday afternoon. 1 from Melbourne, it came. 2 from Sydney, they didn't come. Walked into Lane Cellars yesterday, and the 3 new beers they had from Kaiju were the 3 beers I bought online.
Oh, you're kidding.
So, presented by Lane Cellars.
Yeah,
as you can see at the front there.
Very
with a
good.
nice little bag.
So we won't shout out the online store that couldn't quite get it here in
Are
time.
they in the bag?
Yeah.
Oh, what a reveal. Okay, we might have to put them in the bag each week. That's
Nice
good.
bag.
I'm excited because I've only had 2 Kaiju beers before.
Oh, I've had a fair few, and they're good
None of
quality.
these ones.
I enjoy them.
I've only had the Crush and the Hopped Out
Do you want me
Red
to
that
give
we've
you all
spoken
3,
about.
or we go beer by beer?
Beer by beer.
Okay. So, the first one, the Kaiju Mutation Program, number 7, Space Lord NEIPA.
Yep. 5 for can art. Catch you later.
I was about to say the same.
Catch you later.
So you know the cool thing about this can art? I've got a couple of fun facts that I've written down for this.
Yep.
Obviously, as we said, I'm doing the research. So this was done by, where is he?
Oh, we better not look at all the information he's got because then that will give away
George
the other beers.
Levi did 7 and 8. And if you put this with number 8, it actually creates one bit of art.
Yeah.
So this and number 8.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I don't have number 8. That would have been great. But it's sold out. So, yeah, cool art. 2.1 standard drinks. Does it have a percent somewhere? 6% in a 440. So Space Lord NEIPA, a radio-friendly offering with a catchy modern riff on the citradelic aromas and flavours that have been hauling your olfactory cortex to infinity from time immemorial.
There's a blurb.
It
was interesting. I might have to read it again after we've poured the beer.
Okay.
Just before I put my final rating on it.
Don't look at this because it's got the other beers.
It says the
on
other
it.
beers.
I can't see that far.
My computer's off limits to you too.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm not looking.
Let me pour it. Can you guys fill in time? I need a soundbite for like ding 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 as I'm.
Well, we used that off
pouring.
YouTube last week.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
No, that's
Maybe
all
I need
right.
to get something better.
Oh, this is all my sheet. Cool.
This is your whole sheet.
Nice.
I've just prepared the sheets for Simon and I to put our scores in, and because
mushy.
anyone that listened last
It's
week
mushy.
would know, you couldn't remember the numbers, so I've written down each one. So,
well.
but we've seen the can art, and I think everyone already knows what we've given that.
Yeah,
My
nuts,
hands are
isn't it?
shaking a bit.
Yeah, that's because he's so keen.
I've had a stressful couple of days too.
Oh, buddy, that's not good. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, yeah, my car got stolen.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to mention it.
Yeah, so your car got stolen, but you gained a dog.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
okay because he can drink all the beers. He doesn't have to drive.
Yeah.
I can't drive anywhere.
Excellent.
I can.
Maybe
You
they've
didn't
done me
put
a favour.
smell as one of the things because I can smell the
Yes.
beer and it's fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, I'll stop hitting the desk.
Yeah,
No,
you're really slamming it.
Thank you.
Righto.
Thank you.
So, again,
Oh,
beer one, the
get a whiff.
Space Lord NEIPA from Kaiju.
Cool name.
Do you
Sorry.
guys...
Awkward pause.
Yeah, I was going to say...
We all drank at the same time. Yeah, it's good.
it's really good.
It's good. That's pretty good.
What do you think of the bitterness after? I'll get
Yeah,
a bit. I know that's not your.
I am catching some bitterness now. I think, that would be, I'm not a bitter boy, but bitter boy. Yeah, it's good though.
Bit of bitter.
But I'm really enjoying. I'd buy that as a cologne. That smells great.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, you said cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
What
probably.
do you think he said?
I thought
Colon.
you said clone.
Oh, clone.
I'd buy that as a clone.
At least he
Yes.
didn't say I'd buy that as a colon.
Yeah.
That's probably my favourite
or a semicolon.
online
Running-
misspell. Is like
Is that a meme or what's that?
when your pillow smells like your boyfriend's colon.
When you're wearing his jumper and it smells like his colon.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so we're taking away from the very delicious beer.
Yeah.
I'm not. Do you have the hop listing for that beer?
Let me see if I can find
Anyway.
it online. Space Lord.
That's a cool name.
Hops.
Kaiju are cool people. As we've mentioned
Yeah.
previously, they sent us some of the the can art's awesome. Can you send us you'd make them in posters and that sort of thing? And we've told this story before, but yeah, there's some behind us. And I was just going through my messages on Instagram. They took two attempts. One got bloody lost, but yeah, they just sent it to us like, hey man, yeah, that's cool that you're into it. We'll send you some stuff. They just
Almost
sent us
like
some
the
promo stuff.
Australian Garage Project. Because
Yeah.
that's a huge thing with garage projects.
Yeah,
having
it's
their
their art,
The
yeah.
coffee table book.
Well,
art
yeah,
as well.
yeah. No, I think it definitely adds to it.
That's the one bit of art. So the
Yeah,
second
nice.
part is the dope smoker. So they're the same beer. One's a NEIPA, so East Coast, and one's a West Coast IPA. So
Yeah.
it would have been good to get them both.
Yeah. Well, that's
What's
okay.
it got? Given the NEIPA is the easier going of the two, with its off-white head and solidly hazed yellow body, it looks like lemon curd in a glass.
That's very accurate.
Yeah.
As advertised, 5.
Tuck in, however, and the fulsome troppy citrus aromas take it into more passion fruit / pineapple / citrus zest territory, while a bit of grip and resin helps keep this space cadet grounded.
Yep.
That's a great description. That could have
Yeah,
been
it
the
is.
blurb as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
But the zesty citrus, as they explain there. I'm definitely getting first a hint of the pineapple as mentioned, but then as I sort of said to you, that bitterness after, which I love.
Yep.
Yeah, with that as mentioned, that nice citrus at the start to really kick it off. But
So $13 from the Lane Cellars, by the way, just
okay, the value.
for your value thoughts. 6%, 440
Thank you.
mil.
Yep. Cool. Yeah,
$13.
That is good value. That's good value.
And as George mentioned, would you buy it again? I think I would.
Yeah, I would.
It's delicious. Like that's like on the heavier end of like, I've just done the mowing, I want something refreshing.
Yeah, and also I really enjoy the 440 can under $15. Like Blackman's do a few of them as well, and it's like because a lot
Some
of
of there's a 500, I think.
Yeah, that
possibly.
might be even 500. But a lot of the time you'll have a 355, and you'll be like, oh, geez, we should just add a little bit more. That's good. Yeah, right.
I've got one of those in the fridge that I've already anticipated being amazing.
Yeah.
But I think it's a 330ml can Garage Project Nope Rope.
Yeah.
Oh, the no probe. Yeah. Is that a Pilsner?
I thought it said IPA on it.
Oh, it might
this
be.
one.
I don't
but
know,
yeah,
I'm just guessing.
really, and the Mecha Singularity series I've done as well. Little cans. And
Yeah, well-
you finish it and it's like, I understand why, because I still feel fine, but
Yeah.
you just want that little bit more.
I'll tell you
Well,
what's good.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, you go.
No, well, that'd be something I'd love to discuss. I'd love one of the breweries to ask them. So yeah, how do you make that decision? What size to make the beer? Because you can make it any size you want.
Well, it's all your call, isn't it?
Yeah, but some I don't know. Some beers translate better to a 355, and I've had some other beers that is a 440. I'm like, ooh, I've had enough.
Yeah, I think.
So yeah, it's interesting.
Is it like a style thing? Because I know, like, with the only things I really have in a 355 from a craft brewery is like a smashable. Would be the one word I describe it, like a Pilsner or a lager or a light IPA or a pale, you know what I mean? Or conversely, like a really heavy, dense stout. Because it's like, you can't have 440 of this, you'll die.
Yeah, and I suppose if it's 355 and say it's below 5%, and you're like, well, I want more, so we'll have another one. But with the 440, it's like, I could have another one, but I may perish.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I would like to ask that question, so we'll just see if we'll put that in the memory bank.
Isn't it an interesting colour once you get down to like the last part of it? It's almost like look at that, like it's completely different colour.
Yeah, but yeah, that lemon.
Show it to the camera.
Oh,
Come on.
Can it see?
Are you a pro or not? No,
No,
No.
not at all. We keep
I don't think I can't have mentioned it any more than I already have. No. Yeah, so that's the Space Lord NEIPA.
Great
nice.
start.
Where are Kaiju from?
Kaiju.
Yeah, do you have some information? On the history of the
Absolutely.
brewery?
Bloody oath. So they're down in Melbourne. So they've recently opened their, they call it the Kaiju Cantina. So I think it was opened early this year.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty late for a brewery that we've been hearing about for so long.
Yeah.
Cantina, do they have
What
food?
Yes.
That has me intrigued about the food that they may have.
Pizza.
Oh,
Pizza.
Pizza.
So,
which is awesome. When I say cantina,
so I
I was
can
hoping for
answer
like
this
Mexican.
question
Yeah.
quickly. Kaiju Cantina also features a state-of-the-art pizza oven, delivering a menu that covers the classic pizza styles, but also toys with the experimental, including an actual cheeseburger pizza.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because they do experiment a fair bit.
So to finish off the thought on the Kaiju Cantina, so it's got an old Toyota Coaster in there, which has its own seating area. So for people that aren't familiar, it's like the Toyota version of like a combi bus.
Okay. Yep.
What else have they got? Mid-century decor, cozy nooks, communal seating, and a dog-friendly outdoor seated area. There are 16 beer taps, including all the Kaiju favourites, plus a handful of limited releases coming from an on-site 600-litre brew kit.
Yeah, cool.
So my guess is that's like tap room only releases.
Small batch.
But going back a little bit of history on Kaiju. So brothers Nat and Callum Reeves established themselves as the original hop masters in 2013. Now, obviously, this is all from their website.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yeah. That's okay.
Verbatim is
Yep.
exact. Isn't it?
Yes.
Since their first beer, the Aftermath Double IPA, geez, I
Yep.
went straight into it. No basic stuff. Straight
Yeah.
into a double IPA.
Yeah.
Single-handedly caused a statewide shortage of Simcoe hops. Their hop-driven styles and unique branding have seen them grow the brewery and stay 100% family-owned.
Yeah, it's good. Good on them.
So for those out there that speak Japanese, kaiju means strange creature.
Yeah.
So
And,
think Godzilla, Mothra, and all the baddies from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, how good. And as you can see by their art, it makes complete sense because
sorry,
you've
I'm
got...
in the way.
Yeah, anyway, we might... Yeah.
Beetlejuice, Behemoth,
Yeah.
what do they call the red? It's a girl, that one. What's it got?
What do they call it? Or what do they
Lovely,
call that beer?
lovely lady hopped out red is what it's written there.
I didn't know that. Yeah, there you go.
If you haven't heard our backstory on Hopped Out Red, that was one of the first real crazy craft beers we all tried together. All had 3 sips at lunch and went, we're pissed.
Yes, exactly. That
What a
is how it
great
happened.
beer.
Our own tribe of kaijus include the diatomatic Hopzilla,
Yeah.
Cthulhu,
Cthulhu.
okay, Behemoth, Beetlejuice, and the aforementioned lovely lady hopped out red.
Yeah, nice.
So they actually started the Gypsy Brewing, or we're not allowed to say Gypsy anymore because of the Eastern Europeans.
Contract.
don't allow
yeah,
that.
I believe, yeah.
But they originally started out of Cavalier.
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
know
all
if
right.
You've heard of that brewery?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were originally named Monster Mash.
Okay, yeah.
It was a Monster Mash. Until a certain energy drink company said no.
Ah, fuck off.
Fuck you guys. It was the eye. I think I got a sticker of it on here. Yeah, the bloodshot looking eye, the Kaiju beer. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see that. Was designed by NY based artist Mikey Burton.
Yeah, cool.
And then pretty much all their stuff is Mikey Burton by the sounds, except for these 2 mutation programs.
Yeah, it looks like it's that's awesome. That's really cool.
We love a central theme.
Yeah, and also I think I mentioned about can art, and I did raise Kaiju as one of my favorites because it's kind of like you put that on a wall. It's kind of like street art kind of stuff.
That's
which I
what
really
you
like.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
And from a business perspective, it's instantly recognizable.
Yeah,
as
definitely. And I really like because it's craft beer, you know, it's sort of an artist's impression of beer, and I like it how they carry it on to their can art. For those who want to get into Kaiju, obviously you can buy off the website, you can go to your local anything. But Lane Cellars obviously got some here in Albury. But if you are throughout Australia, Kaiju Crush is one of the most popular beers getting around, and it is in Dan's, and it is available.
2021 Gab's Hottest 100, 18th.
Yeah, yep.
Kaiju Crush Tropical
good.
Pale.
Yeah,
I think it's been higher before. Let's try and get it back up there
12th
again.
was its highest.
Yep.
The other thing I was going to say, the last little interesting fact. So when they do an imperial version of another beer they've done, they will often the character from the smaller ABV beer will be being monstered in some way.
Yeah.
So like a bigger version of that monster will be monstering the smaller version.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so something I've never noticed that. Something to keep an eye out.
Yep.
I've got a little more information on their actual beers, but we could probably do that after our second.
Jump
into the second.
I'm
one.
getting the shakes over here,
Oh, yeah.
and my car hasn't been stolen.
Open-
somehow.
Open the lunchbox.
Yeah. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Sorry, we should have clapped for you. You're the one opening it.
Yeah, I know. Number 2.
Oh, 5.
Another mutation program, but we're skipping number 8. We're going to number 9. The Immortal Jellyfish Double Hazy IPA.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
I don't know that.
Oh, no, wait. I might have skipped one because that's 7.7%. That's heavy. Let me have a look at what the other...
Oh, we can't look.
Oh.
Let's look into each other's eyes. Anyway,
Extended.
the other one's 7%. Do we want to go back to it? No, bugger it. I've got it out now.
No, it's up to
It's
you.
a mutation program. It's continuing the theme. The third one's not a mutation program. So
Okay.
whatever.
that's okay. Well,
We're here now. Right.
Can art 5. There you go.
Okay.
Boom.
Happy.
See you later.
Yep. I actually agree with that. That's,
Yeah,
that's bang on.
see, and as well, can art is probably another way I said I would rate it is like, would I look at it and go, I'll buy it straight off the can art? Also, would I put that on my wall? Yes,
do
that's
you know what it
cool.
reminds me of a little bit?
What?
Remember Odd Bods?
Yes.
Yeah, a little
Yep.
bit.
Bit of an odd bob vibe.
Bit Tentacruel from Pokemon.
Did you watch Pokemon?
No,
I wasn't a
don't.
Pokemon
I didn't.
guy
No, it's
either.
not even watching. It's more playing the game and collecting the
okay.
cards. But that was like more my era as the young.
I mostly know the Pikachu meme of him looking really shocked, and I always think of our very first episode where we did that look when Simo left and came back with a Heineken 0-0.
Listen, it was a different time. Back then. It's a different time.
Righto. So as I said, 7.7%, so 2.7 standard drinks.
Yep.
Hailing from deep beneath Blashirk, these squishies of the Doom occulta escape battles in the north by returning to their infant form. That's written. And how would you pronounce that? Blashirk?
I'll have a look. Blash, you've done well there.
Blashirk?
Blashik, yeah. Oh yeah, the metal band Immortal have a song called that.
I wonder if it's based on that.
Yeah, possibly. Does it look like they have any jellyfish men in the
In the band.
Norwegian black metal? From where are they
Well,
from?
no, because it's called Immortal Jellyfish.
Surely.
Oh,
That's really cool. Oh, well, Grazie's
6 out of
interested.
5.
Yeah,
Hailing
Grazie's
from
interested.
deep beneath Blashirk, these squishies of the Doom
Oh,
occulta.
they've got the black metal band paint on. I've just
Yeah,
realised
there
the
you
jellyfish.
go.
What's another is the
Look,
Yeah.
squishies of the Doom occulta must be something.
Yeah, we should just look these up and not pretend or speculate, and that'll be more fun trying to find it out. That's cool. Good on you, Kaiju.
I almost forgot. Like there's beer in it.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah,
excited
you're just
about
excited.
what we're doing.
It could if you open it and worms fly out of it, like, you know.
That's something. Some brewery's going to do that in one of their advent calendars.
Okay, so
Jokes, snakes.
Yeah, Abath, isn't he the guy that's in
is he in Immortal?
Immortal?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So are you?
Yeah,
are
so
you
Doom Occult,
I'm familiar.
Doom Occulta is the founding member of Immortal.
Oh wow.
There's a lot of things happening here.
Yeah, okay.
And it's Battles of the North, and they're Norwegian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geez, if you know Immortal, this is hitting all the right spots.
Yeah.
For
So-
me,
Yeah.
no.
That's
So
cool.
it's interesting that's now Kaiju and also Venom doing the Cradle of Filth beer.
Yep.
So I'm finding a little bit of a central theme in music tastes of brewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So are you trying to
intrigued.
say you could be a brewer based on music taste?
No,
alone?
because I mean, and those musical tastes are slightly more extreme than mine. So yeah,
yeah. So you could
Wow.
you could probably brew a lager, but not an IPA.
you've done that's
Is that what you're
that's
saying?
Really nice.
Yeah, fair enough.
nice
$14
analogy there.
for that. So it's $1 more than that, 1.7% more, and also 0.6 standard drinks more.
Pour it.
For it.
Pour it.
You
The
guys
tap,
can-
the tap on top. We need to discuss that. I think we may have discussed that.
Like we've talked about whether it's a thing or it's just something that I did.
I reckon it's primal.
That's real gold.
Yeah, looks good.
Go for gold.
I can't smell it from here yet, like the other one.
What I do find interesting is that that's two black metal or extreme metal bands beers that we've mentioned that weren't like stouts. You'd think they'd be like some
Yeah.
Norwegian Black Forest stout or something.
Yeah. Does that mean there's going to be like Taylor Swift seltzers and stuff out there? Or?
Don't give them ideas.
Yeah. Copyright. Trademark.
Trademark that
Trademark.
with
Oh, she would too.
Magic Kitten, Space Mirror, or whatever. It was.
Yeah,
Magic-
I'll bring that back.
Magic
Bring that
Mitten. Something.
Magic Kitten, Space Mitten.
Oh, good. See, that's another one. Write it down. Write it down. This is not nearly as fragrant as the other one. So
No,
what's
it's pretty. The smell is quite dull.
yeah, I can't get much out of it, but
Can I have the can again, please, Hudson?
but it's tasty.
Oh, fuck.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That's deep. And there's no bitterness.
No, it's just smooth.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
why I
you for
wanted.
that
That's
beer.
why I wanted
Who are
the
you
can.
saying thank you to, Kaiju?
Yes, I am.
That's
Thank
why I
you,
wanted the
Kaiju.
can back for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah, that's great. That's delicious. Hop profile. Do we have anything in there for the kids?
There's a thicker mouthfeel to that beer. Do you think?
Is it? Yeah,
Is that
definitely.
because it's a double?
Oh,
And
possibly.
it's a hazy IPA rather than a NEIPA?
Is that what we've learnt? Like that's the double, so it's
We're
a little
learning.
bit thicker, and it's not necessarily higher in
We're
alcohol.
learning as we go along, aren't we?
Is
But,
it BRU1?
Yeah.
What? No, there's no. I don't know. It never get that stuff.
Yeah, well, it's delicious. Delicious. Yeah, I've actually had a few of these mutation series early on. I actually bought one from the Sir George
Oh yeah.
in Jugion.
Great
I
place
tell you
that.
what, if you were traveling through on the
Yeah.
freeway, you need to stop there because it is one of the greatest places I've ever been.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it's
I
really
just
good
wish
spot.
there was like a hop. I could go somewhere and Google
But I
this
guess,
beer and tell me the hops in it.
I don't know.
We talked about Shazam for beer.
Yeah, that we did. You tip it in my laptop, and it'll tell you what hops are in there. But I guess you want to leave a bit to the imagination. But yeah, it's delicious. Whatever's in this one. Dandenong, nice.
Controversial.
What?
My as advertised is slightly down
Yeah,
for one reason. It does say it's a hazy, and it's not quite as hazy.
it does
as I was
taste like a hazy.
It,
It
tastes
does.
hazy, but it looks West Coasty.
Yeah, it looks a little more. When you said golden, like a golden ale almost.
Golden,
But obviously-
stay golden, pony boy.
Far more depth of flavour. Yeah, but aside from that, though it's a pretty good score, it'll be quite similar. I think the overall rating to the first beer. That was just the only thing. Just slightly down, only because it's definitely a double IPA in my
Yeah, it
opinion.
is. It's
I find the
delicious. It's
sweetness
fantastic.
odd. Like it's really sweet.
Yeah, I'm sort of getting that.
Like rich sweet. Not like an oat cream, but it's like it sits in your throat.
I nearly said, is there almost an oat creamy sort of feel to this? But is it just, again, by comparison, what do you need in between beers or is
Well,
it,
whiskey's dark chocolate, isn't it? So I don't know, like a.
do they do like seeds? Like
Oh, what we could do is
sunflower
like
seeds
get
or
a.
something?
We could just get like a can of, like a 2% sour,
Yeah, sours do reset it.
and like we just have little shots of them, and bang them in.
Or we get the garden hose and you have to open your mouth. It's like, All right, ready to go. Let's do it.
There's
just
only
gonna take my
one
jumper
setting
off.
when that happens.
Yes, yeah, flat out. All right, Hardo's left us for a minute here. Oh, yeah.
I think this happens every week.
Oh! Yeah, he's disrobed.
That won't be in the camera. We've talked about this. We need more TNA for the
Yes.
thumbnails on
Yes.
YouTube.
Not for me, but from me.
We
Oh,
need
you don't know.
for the likes. And just a reminder, like and subscribe. Our
Yeah.
YouTube channel, and also follow us on bloody everything. And
Facebook, Twitter,
Audible
Instagram,
Instagram,
Spotify,
everything.
Google Podcasts.
We've got a website that bloody Hutto just whipped up in 5 minutes.
Got a website, Apple Podcasts, if you like that. We're not on Listener, so don't try and find us there.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I don't think we're on
The
Listener.
Listener app.
No, I don't think so.
How do we get on that?
I don't know. I'll look into it.
Point of, like, Listener. Why'd they get rid of the 2 E's but kept the I? I find that weird when they're like, we're going to remove the vowels. Except for that one. Keep that one.
Yeah, keep that one. We like that one.
I like the I.
But it might translate to some sort of art, because I know those sorts of places, they would probably put it to a brand design place, and they're like, we like the I because information or something, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
something artsy.
Fair enough. Do you want me to give you the
a bit
little
more
bit
information.
of beer info?
Yeah,
As,
we've
we,
got
as we
some.
enjoy the
Yeah,
rest
this
of
is
this.
really good.
I do. So we
Really
always
delicious.
talk about breweries' core ranges. So the Kaiju core range at the minute is the Kaiju Crush,
Yep.
Sime's fave, Metamorphosis IPA,
Yep.
Aftermath Double IPA,
Yep.
the Golden Axe Cider, and the original mutation program, the Main Squeeze Passion Guava Session Ale.
Okay, nice.
Thanks for that. I take back what I said at the start. I've had all of those except the Main Squeeze Passion Guava Session.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah. Seasonal releases, the Hopped Out Red American Amber Ale, which we've mentioned, and the Cthulhu on the Moon Black IPA. The Audacious range, which is
okay.
this poster here, the heavyweights of beer.
Yep.
The Where Strides the Behemoth Double India Black Ale.
Yep.
And the Beetlejuice Double Red Ale.
Beetlejuice, that spelling of Beetlejuice really irks me.
I wonder if that's the original, that's the actual spelling of Beetlejuice, and then the movie Beetlejuice is spelled
You can't say that.
Beetle and then juice. This is spelled Betelgeuse.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
It looks like a strange word to look at. And when you said it, I was like, oh, it's oddly satisfying hearing it when it's written that way. But
So we can go through the mutation programs if you want, actually, over the course of time.
Yeah, well, you may as well give him a yell. I had one with a cat. There was a cat.
Yeah, so that was I think that was the Hyperborea Hazy, which is an IPA, 6.1%.
It was early. It was like a 3.
Yeah, that's
2 or
number
3.
4.
Yeah, okay.
Number 2 was the Dope Throne West Coast Dipper. 3 was the Tapestry of Chaos Dry Hopped Sour.
Yeah, nice.
So that's pretty cool because it's a sour, but it's dry hopped like an IPA.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Then the Hyperborea Demon Cleaner West Coast IPA.
I've
five.
had that.
that's
Yep.
7.6, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6, Beyond the Black River Barrel Aged Stout, 11%.
Oh, I would have had that if I had it in front of me.
7, which we had earlier, was the Space Lord.
Okay.
NEIPA.
Yeah, cool.
8, the Dope Smoker, which is the West Coast IPA variant of that. And the number 9, the current Immortal Jellyfish Double Hazy IPA.
Yeah, well, just back to that. I'm getting towards the end now, and that is delicious.
Disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed I'm towards the end of it. That's it. I might drink the, like when you guys are finished, I'll just like try and drip it in my mouth. It's really nice.
I've seen you lick the desk.
Yeah,
You love that
yeah,
Sunday
that's
road stout
stout.
so much every week.
Yeah, so I don't know. What are you getting? I'm getting more pineapple in that than the first one, for sure.
Yeah, I'm getting pineapple, but I'm also getting. Is there like a stickiness, like a resinous pine?
Well, as Grazzi was sort of saying, it seems thicker, so it's
Yeah.
giving me that stickiness. But yeah, that's delicious. That's great.
Yeah,
Well done.
It's odd how it sits in my throat. For me, I'm actually rating it lower than the first one on Untapped. My Untapped rating would be lower.
Really?
Slightly lower.
Jeez, he can bloody live there if it wants.
Right.
Big fan.
Yeah, so far that's $27 in Kaiju beers at Lane Cellars and $27 well spent.
Yeah, I
Mind you.
reckon so. So do I put another 5 here already for the next one?
No, just
With the
you're
can
ready
art.
for can,
The can
art.
art.
Get in there early. Well, do you
I
guys?
think we have to respect the the rating system we've got. One day we will, I think, be able to go, no, I'm well aware what this will be.
Yeah, I
Very
think so.
early.
Yeah.
Right. Give me your first 2 scores. I'll tally them up. I just want to hear what because you're the Kaiju man. That's why I was so excited to bring Kaiju, because I was like,
Yeah.
Simo loves Kaiju.
I
I
do
want to
love
hear about.
Kaiju.
You haven't really had a chance to talk about your experiences with Kaiju.
Yeah, well, pretty much as sort of stated earlier. I think I may have bought it from Dan's when I was getting into it, and might have even been on special or something. But I'm all about street art and that sort of thing. One of the last times I went to LA, I was by myself, a tour de Sime, and I booked myself into a street art tour because I was like walking around, because around Venice and that sort of stuff, it's all really cultural. And yeah, really got into street art, and then I think from that's how I sort of choose both my beer and wine. But yeah, I think I had it at Dan's, and it was like a new experience because it is exactly as stated. It's a tropical, it's a Kaiju Crush tropical something, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly how it tasted. Had all the right notes. Wasn't too bitter. Felt like I had some pineapple in there. And then from there, I followed them. I really liked the art. And it's funny that you mentioned Kaiju Man, because from the Kaiju Crush, they actually made an outfit that has a shirt and shorts.
Nice.
Which is, it might have even been like a romper.
Oh, like available to buy.
Yeah, available to buy. So there's heaps of stuff that they have available on their website. I reckon that would have been sold out.
If we do Kaiju Part 2, we have to try and purchase those.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing them anymore, but hopefully they bring them back. But they're like Kaiju Man, blah, 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 like in the Instagram. So yeah, that's, my experience has been good. And then since then, at random places like Sir George, I picked up like the Mutation. I think it was number 4 as mentioned, and then just anything Kaiju I can get my hands on. I was in Bright. I think that was one of the first times they had. I think it was at across the road, the Mao, something like that. I can't remember what it is. It's across the road from the brewery. They had a double IPA there. Had it there. It's fantastic. I think they had the black IPA as well. But it's just one of those breweries that no one had really heard of that I was just really enjoying. And then this is a real long monologue, sorry.
I thought I was about to call you Gratzy.
So I give a few Christmas presents now, and funnily enough, one of the first years, someone at work gave him Kaiju Crush, and then someone was into cider, gave him the Axe cider, just to get them into like, hey, try something different. Yeah. And both good reports. I just really like them. They're cool.
And
sorry, everyone.
That's okay. Just on top of that, I mentioned the recognisable art earlier. So shout out to Pooty. He's listened to a few.
Yeah, good.
We were in Melbourne recently, and that was the Traveller beer. There was just a couple in the car. The driver wasn't drinking. So yeah, we enjoyed those, and he's like, I actually like these now, because he'd had a couple before. When we went to Melbourne, though, he kept pointing out to me how billboards, those things in Melbourne where they're all like the posters that everyone puts on the wall for like upcoming tours and stuff. You couldn't find one without like one of the Kaiju animations on it. Like so many bars and pubs had like in the windows somewhere. And he said to me at one point, like halfway through the trip, he's like, I'm seeing the Kaiju everywhere. He's like, I had it for the first time a few weeks ago, basically. Yeah. And now it's everywhere. Yeah, like, how have I not noticed it before?
Was it actually Kaiju, or was it that style of art?
No, like it was the Kaiju, because it was always something to do with it was a bottle shop, or it was a pub, or a couple others where it was just, all the upcoming tours and albums coming out and all that sort of stuff.
Well,
it seemed to be, so I don't know if there's like remember the street team concept of like Dan's had street team?
Yeah, maybe.
I reckon they've got a Kaiju street team.
Marketing department, 5. Yeah. 5 out of 5. Well done.
Yep. So, and on top of that, the beers are good, because when you actually do get into it, and I mean, that's the thing, you can, when we've been critical of certain breweries before for marketing incredibly well, and then you have the beer, it's like, you got me this far. That's about as far as it will go. Not Kaiju. Not Kaiju. The quality backs up the amount that you see it.
Yeah.
Nice. So going off your Crushman thing, Simo, the Tropical Crush shirt, $55 on their website, still available.
That's very cool.
And the Tropical Crush shorts, $50 available. No mediums though, on their website. And there's also a Crushman utility belt.
Ah, yes. Crushman can't breathe. Oh no.
It can hold 2 beers and also has a big pocket for your other things.
Salt and vinegar chips, that's what
it has. 2 different size main pockets and an additional money pocket that's tucked in the back.
That's fantastic. So it's still available.
Yeah, that one's $45.
That's
so
great.
For $150, you can be Crushman.
Yeah, I would have to say, So
That'd
those-
be $150 well spent.
Yeah, but I have to say to those listening, I just need to put out a disclaimer. This is not a sponsored episode.
No.
But it sounds very sponsored.
But they just do cool
So
stuff.
they do cool stuff, and we like it. Good on you.
Righto.
Righto.
Get into the last one. It's almost over.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll
Kaiju.
just mark it
Five.
With
why don't
Dr.
we?
Colossus,
Best one.
the Dank Shelbyville IPA.
Oh,
So as you can see on the can art,
goodness sake.
you've got Moe's Tavern with Bleeding Gums Murphy out the front playing sax.
Oh, that's so
You'll also
cool.
notice that it's right next to King Tut's music store and there's Lard Lad in the background.
Yeah.
Can I point out one other thing? What was the collab? What's it?
Dr. Colossus.
Yep. Did you know that also is how black metal bands do their logos?
Well, I wonder who Dr. Colossus is.
Is it a bit of a Metallica vibe?
No, so you'll
me a
know.
look.
It's the scratches where you almost barely read it.
So
yeah.
Dr.
Yeah.
Colossus is an Australian rock metal band from Melbourne.
That's cool.
The band mixed doom metal with lyrical references to episodes of The Simpsons.
Oh, that's so,
So,
cool.
Dr. Colossus, the Dank Shelbyville IPA, it all makes sense.
Yep.
Hence the Simpsons stuff there.
Yeah, that's great.
See, that's art that you'd have. That's fucking rad.
Absolutely.
Geez, 3
Well,
fives. So art by www.timdoyle.com.
Yeah.
Tim.
I wonder if you can
Love you,
buy it
Tim.
on there.
Also, just while we mentioned that band, for anyone out there, there is a Ned Flanders theme.
Awesome. I was just trying to look up what they were called.
A Ned Flanders themed death metal band from America who recently broke up, but they've got a bunch of
Oh.
music out, and their name is Oakley Dokley.
Yeah.
And they all dress as Ned Flanders.
yeah, which is
right.
fantastic.
And their biggest song, I think, is White Wine Spritzer.
Yeah. White wine spritzer.
Wow, there's some
I
good,
was more animal than man.
there's some great art. This dude does some fucking cool art.
Yeah, who was that? Who was that again?
Tim Doyle.
Yeah, shout out to Tim. We'll
What
have
do
to
you-
tag him in the episode.
I was just saying, I wonder if they've got the Kaiju. That'd be cool. But like,
Yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Oh, I was about to say that's Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
All what's that one? That's where What We Do in the Shadows house. I don't know if you've seen that film
No.
or TV show.
No.
Tim Doyle rules.
Paddy's pub in these trying times.
Oh,
Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Yeah, that's
that
Better Call
Saul's
Saul.
great.
Yeah, if you guys check out this website, because if you're into cool shit, basically, yeah, you need to check this out, because these are the sorts of things I would want on my wall at home.
Change into a truck. Transformers. That's cool. I like that.
That's cool.
Daft Punk, Discovery, Doctor Who, Death Proof. Fuck, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Blues Brothers.
Good on ya.
I'll do some research, but if I can find this, it might be a purchase for the Not So Good Shed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
I
Yeah.
think.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah. Sorry, getting back into it.
We're doing a podcast. We forgot.
Beer.
7%, 440 mil, so 2.4 standard drinks. So we've gone against the rule of you go up in percentage, so we're dropping back. But it is, I actually think Shelbyville IPA, it's a West Coast IPA.
Yeah, because they're talking about dank and all that sort
Yeah.
of thing. And from what we've learned, it seems to be the West
Sort
Coast
of glad
variety.
we're doing this last in that case, because that dank flavour can sometimes sort
Cut
of
through
linger
and be-
for a fair while.
Yeah.
I think having something straight after
Yeah.
it might have spoilt
Yeah.
the second beer. If
And
we'd gone
yeah,
with it.
almost a bit more. And the West Coast is sort of a little bit more clean, a little bit more bitter, and cuts through. So I think we've probably done it in the right order.
Blurb. You got a blurb?
Blub.
Blurb.
She was the girl from next door. She led me up to the treehouse, all dolled up, told me that I'm not the one. Turns out it's Dr. Tongue. I don't believe it, but now my pants are chafing me.
So that's got to be lyrics from a song.
yeah, it has to
that's
be.
fantastic.
Yeah. Fuck, they've got this art. I just can't get over this art. Look at that black keys.
Yeah.
It's from a gig, Cincinnati, Ohio,
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Wow, this dude's
Oh,
awesome.
So where's he from?
About Texas.
Yeah, because the
outsourced.
other thing I find interesting is most of the artists
Austin.
Boston,
No, Austin.
Austin, Texas. Well, that makes sense. He's an artist, so that's where he's getting. And it looks like Harry Potter. Is that a Harry Potter one?
No, that's just him.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Harry Potter a little bit.
What do we got?
Oh, we've got
Hey, we got people driving
hello.
past.
Yeah, fans? Did they give us a wave?
Nah.
Stuff.
So he has produced art for clients such as Marvel, Dark Horse, Cartoon Network, Studio Canal. Oh, they're coming back.
Oh, they went back on. Can you give me directions to the not so good shed?
Doyle also art directs poster series for bands such as Metallica, Failure, and Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, cool.
And
What a
Kaiju
find.
Crush.
Doyle has 2 children, a really stupid cat, and Bernie Wrightson's dog.
Cool.
On your Bernie. Right, pour it.
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder how stupid his cat is.
That's
Now I'm
interesting because it makes sense because you mentioned that Kaiju, all the other ones, all the monsters were by a New York artist.
yeah.
It does. Yeah, it does have that. Yeah, I'm right into this.
Yeah, this is so like I was like, oh, this will surprise the guys having Kaiju, but now like Kaiju's just become my favorite brewery.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's
How
funny.
good.
We
Out of nowhere.
We love that Sunday Road podcast and the Sunday Road beers.
Yep.
Finding information about them, they're quite, relatively new.
Yeah.
We found the bare minimum, which of course is fine because they sort of have the bare minimum.
Yep.
And this week we're just doing a deep dive. I feel like we've scratched the surface. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot more from Kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made me want to
But it's
drive to
exciting.
Melbourne right now
Yeah.
and talk to him.
If only you had a car.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like a joke?
I thought I was about to get belted.
It's
So-
upsetting.
But I will say from Sunday Road, that's what they had on the internet. I reckon there's a lot more to the story. But when we talk to them, when we sit down with them, which we'll hit them up for at some stage. Shout out Miko.
Thanks for following us, Mick, as well. If you're listening again, that's bloody awesome.
Yeah. So when
Do you want to hold the can and have a look and smell?
so Kaiju. So how long have they been a thing?
Kaiju.
2013.
Yeah. So there's a bit more out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It smells like a West Coast. Good stuff. Let's see what it tastes like.
So this
Let's
is,
see what it tastes
um,
like.
$12 from the Lane Cellars.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. That see what he,
I love West Coast.
see everyone.
Whoa.
Did you see what he did? So for those at home, I
Yeah.
explained it. He drank it and then he looked back at the can because it's like
But
what
further
what-
away.
What is this sorcery that has?
What have
that's
you
happened?
done?
Yeah, what have you done to me? What do you want from me?
This is
Oh yeah, that's great.
I'm giving it a low blurb score because it doesn't tell me what it is and I didn't get it.
Fair. That's how you
It is a personalised scoring system.
Colossus is going to come up here and bloody double kick his shins for that.
Dr. Colossus
Yep.
and the Science Bunch.
Oh, Grazie, really think.
Dr. Colossus, MD.
Very good. May I borrow that
Yes,
pen?
sorry.
I will return it at another time. Ladies and
We've
gentlemen.
upgraded from the mermaid notepad
Yeah,
to a
we
bigger
have.
notepad, but we still only have one pen. But
Yes,
it's blue this
It
week.
is blue, so there's auditing happening.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an air show happening. I saw there was like
It's
a
more
big,
legit now.
there's a big Hercules looking plane getting around up there.
Is
The
it
military
Riley?
plane?
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
What happened?
I live out near the airport.
No, they're
now.
looking for Hutto's car,
Hutto's car.
and they got in the Marines.
I was driving on that road that is the last road link between the airport and the landing strip.
Yep.
And oh God, I said landing strip on the podcast. Anyway, but as I was sort of driving, this big shadow engulfed me, and I looked up, and that plane was directly above me, like not far.
Oh, you're fucked.
But then came down,
Skimming the
missed
trees.
approach.
Oh.
Didn't land, kept going.
Well, I mean, I would look. I'm not in the aviation business, but I dare say that runway is not built for that.
I rang my wife and asked her about it. I didn't ask her about it. I just told her. Like,
rang
oh,
my
what about
wife.
this?
My wife.
She said apparently those military planes do that as training.
Okay.
Come in for the landing
if
and
they have to
then-
pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's right, kids.
We said landing strip and pulling out on the podcast. How's a beer going? It's delicious.
Yes, and it's something we should all practice. God.
Landing strips.
You guys, yeah. Anyway, very good. We'll keep moving. But this is a
You want to
delicious.
say my landing?
This is a delicious beer.
This is my favourite beer of the three.
Is it okay?
Yep.
Yep.
Show how big your landing gear.
How big's your landing?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
We might share the
And
context,
what?
context of that one day.
At some stage. How much was it?
$12.
Oh, it's pretty bloody good.
We got to share the context of that when we're too famous to get cancelled.
Yes, exactly. So in many moons.
Or it could be now when we're not famous enough to be cancelled because we're not cancelable.
Yeah, and by the time, well, actually, we should put out some really controversial tweets because by the time we
Well,
get
Twitter's dead.
well,
Yeah,
by
Twitter
the
died.
by the time we get famous enough to get cancelled, they would have moved on to the next thing.
MySpace will be back.
I don't want to go on a tangent, but I'm really enjoying.
But I will.
I'm really enjoying Elon and what's happening with Twitter as far as like everyone's quitting and whatever, and he's like, yeah, and I'm sure those geniuses will do well elsewhere. Like, he's just brutal. He doesn't care.
Do you know?
Like he's sending things to Mars. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about this, and that's the thing.
I saw a tweet today, and it's like, so you're telling me Twitter has functioned for 2 weeks with 50 staff? What were the other 6,750 doing?
Well, that's exactly right. And the
Cancelling anything on the right side of politics.
yeah, the previous CEO,
It took
Jack,
6,000 people to cancel Donald Trump.
yeah, Jack was like, oh, look, I'm actually to blame for the mass layoffs because I put them on. And they are in not financial ruin, but yeah. He sort of had to do that. But when you think about it, bloody hell, all you need is a couple of good servers. Let's start our own bloody social media. How crap would that be if we started our Border Barrel
Our
social
website's
media?
barely passable.
Nah, I'll flog you in
You
a
can only talk about beer, and then eventually,
Yeah.
it won't take long, and someone will say something offensive.
Yes, they start talking about soft drink, and we're like, nah, you're off the platform.
You fuck.
You dog.
Just as a little update, we've got 2 new leaders at the top of the Border Barrels review system leaderboard.
So is
Really?
this
The 2 mutation programs.
Collated? Which
Yeah.
word am I looking for?
Collated.
Collated the scores from all 3 of us into one final score. So we haven't.
Yep. So there's you add up all our scores divided by 3, and that's the Border Barrel score.
Ooh.
So
that's pretty
equal first are the 2 mutation programs from Kaiju, and then sitting third remains Some Velvet Evening from Sunday Road.
See, that's really interesting because if you put all those beers in front of me without tasting, like, okay, what do you think is going to be rated the highest? And they're not necessarily what I would choose to be the case. But that's why I like the rating system, because it's kind of takes not the bias out of it, but like, I don't know, you sort of have your individual ratings, and yeah, you're a bit surprised.
I want to apologise to Range too, because it was the first week, and I think if we did those beers again, we might make them a little higher.
Well, no,
we're being conservative.
No, in saying that though, I think Range of no offense to Range, they were 3 good beers, but I think they've done better beers than those.
Yeah, but
they don't have blurbs from memory.
But
was that
no, they had blurbs, but they were very.
That was
basic.
to the point.
But the thing with our rating system as well is we reward art and like can design is very heavily part of this. So like if you dish up, no offense to Range, but their art's very basic, so it's not really our game.
And I think as well, if we were to do it again, we would have purchased differently. Like if we were to get knowing now, if we were to get some Range beers, we wouldn't have just gone, oh, let's go get 3 random ones. It's like we would have got the Mirrors series or something like that, and it would be different. Which
but I like that
purchased.
We've done some weird stuff. So like this week we did 3 different hazies. Like we did IPAs. So there was an East Coast, a West Coast, and a hazy.
Yep.
Last week we did 2 IPAs and a stout. I think the thing with the first one was it was like IPA, California IPA, and West Coast IPA, but they were all kind of just West Coast IPAs.
Yep.
But
we've done a lot of IPAs. Now, Simon, I believe you're up next.
Over to Simon.
Yeah, well,
you can do IPAs if you want to, of course.
Yeah, I'm bummed that I'm up next because I wanted to buy them in the Black Friday sale. So I might just buy some anyway for a future episode.
Well, that's the thing is like everyone, like we're going in order. So Zach knows that he's going to be the week after. If he wants to start buying them now online rather than in town.
Yeah, which I definitely should have done, but I didn't.
So, yeah, but as we've mentioned today, Lane Cellars, they're available. They're there.
They've got bloody plenty in there.
Yeah, they do. They got plenty.
And they got cooler bags. I didn't know that. That's great.
$15 at the front counter.
And I got a $5 mystery beer from them, which is very good value, which is still in the fridge at work. So,
what was it?
It was a Hope
bloody
double.
The one with the pineapples.
NEIPA, the one with the pineapples.
Oh, wow.
Tropical NEIPA.
$5.
That's what it was.
$5.
$5,
right.
which is pretty
So
bloody
that's
good,
the kind of value you can get at Lane Cellars.
Yeah. No,
Again, this is not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Maybe one day.
So it's this podcast and all the others have been unsponsored. Imagine if they were sponsored. Oh,
no one would
God.
listen because it would just be...
Oh, it would just be a sell fest. Anyway.
No, I'm not selling my soul. I'll tell it how it is.
No, I know.
No, we will remain independent. Like
Yes,
all
we will. We will not be. Yes,
We're not selling out.
We will not be bought or sold by
Nah,
a
I'm
corporation.
I'm calling us all out there. The first sign of a buyout we're in. I can tell you that for
100%.
free.
Hey, man.
You can buy my voice.
Yeah, We'll buy your podcast. Let's say,
Listen, everyone out there, you
Look-
can buy my voice.
yeah, look, we've got a deal on the table.
I'm cheap.
$29. Ah, sold!
Yeah.
Sold, take everything.
We're not even going to negotiate.
No.
My goal is that we have a beer on this podcast that costs more than what you just offered to sell the podcast for.
Well, there could be one next
No,
week.
my goal on the podcast is that we never pay for beer again
Yeah, well, that's it. I know, but that could be...
on the podcast.
Yeah, of course. But in real life, we will. Anyway, we'll probably end it there. What do you think?
Thank you, Kaiju, for a
Yeah.
delicious afternoon.
How
Learning
good.
more about you.
Yep.
And we want to learn more.
No, it's
Isn't it?
fantastic. And I really enjoyed it because the beers are good. And I also like that there's a different point of interest with the can art and all the other things that are going on. And yeah, we have got things hanging on our wall from you guys. And I did say one day that I would send you a photo, which I have not. But we've had it here every week. So hopefully you guys listen and let us know your feedback. And yeah, thanks heaps. And thanks to all our listeners out there. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on all the social medias. And check out our website if you've got a question or anything you want to recommend, or can you do this brewery or whatever else, because yeah, we'll do it.
There's a contact form on there, and even if you want to give us a little bit of feedback, be it positive or negative, positive feedback will be rewarded with a beer. Negative feedback will be rewarded with me sternly emailing you.
Yes.
No, with a beer that Hutto has brewed that could be described as Carlton Cold with orange.
I don't reckon I could do that again.
See ya.